Hey guys, this is Josh,
This is Edgar.
and we're back to Bioshock 2 Remastered. I'm gonna kill this big daddy.
Alright.
Alright, cool. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Well, I mean, even if I didn't agree with you, you probably would have done it anyway.
True story.
Hack it, Joshua.
I tried to, honestly. Not on purpose, obviously, but nonetheless, it happened.
Joshua, hack it. You know you want to do it.
I also don't want to die. Okay, if you could just,
throw out a little turret.
Yes, they do that.
That's actually kind of cool.
Cool. Alright, cool. Now, if I don't die right now, that'd be great. I'm gonna die right now because I have no more health kits. Great.
Yeah.
Great way to start. Nice.
Joshua, I think you're being too aggressive.
I wasn't being aggressive enough. See?
That's another way to look at it, I guess.
You never really thought about it that way, did you?
You just break it.
Oh no, it broke itself. Please, I would take credit for it. Alright. This is why I have my little machine gun here. Because it is the best weapon against this. No. And dead. Alright, cool. I got little mini turrets for it. Alright, cool.
Nice.
What is her name?
Rosie.
We already named one Rosie.
Blah 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 blah. Anna.
Alright. It is Anna, the little sister.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, so I see, Joshua. Anything else going on? Last time we were talking about how the end of it, relationships, how you asked someone out.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Not really. I've been bored in class lately.
Yeah.
Because, I have... teachers, they like to go on tangents and stuff like that, so they digress a lot, and, it's okay for most of the time, but, sometimes I'm just like, I can space out and nothing would happen. Literally nothing will change in this scenario. And so, I've been trying to entertain myself through class, trying to figure out stuff to do. So I've been studying lately, and then that stopped. And so in the middle class, I'm like reading stuff about like psychology that could interest me. And I like to go on the subreddit for psychology. Thing is, they don't really talk about anything like really well like documented in the psychology world. So I'm just like, I mean, these are interesting reads, but they're just like, they're not backed up by anything. They're not actually experiments done. It's just not a good read. So, don't go to the subreddit if you want to look. It's an interesting read on psychology. You just learn about like little things that people have done and what could be considered psychology. So yeah, there's that stuff. And then let's see what else. Yeah, not much. My life's been pretty vanilla lately.
You see.
Which is nice.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
I'm not a man who likes to do extravagant things.
Yeah.
God.
But if you had the opportunity, Joshua, would you?
What would I do?
I said if you had the option to do extravagant, just crazy random things, would you?
It depends on what it is.
I don't know, let's say one day you were bored, you had the money, you're like, what, I'm gonna take a last minute trip somewhere in the world, let's say New Zealand or Hawaii or whatever.
I'll go to Hawaii. New Zealand, maybe not.
Actually, it's kind of farther. I think so. You'd, if you leave from California,
Yeah.
you'd also be traveling a lot further.
That'd be cool. I can't wait for the day that, in the future where I have a stable job and I can, afford to do that kind of stuff. And, that'd be cool. Just go somewhere out in the world, just for the giggles. Like, yeah, I want to visit this place. Can I?
Nice.
Yeah, I can. Boom. Headshot. No. No. Stop it. Stop it.
Stopped you from running away.
Yes, I did.
Slicer.
And Grace Holloway, the girl from last time, she sends me stuff for saving her life.
Oh,
It's nice. She got me covered. Oh, look at the harpoon gun. It is the sniper of this game.
Nice. I see.
Yeah. What about you, Edgar? Given an opportunity, would you lean extravagant or on what you usually do?
Nice. Yeah, I think if I had the opportunity, I would. Yeah, I think I would. I'd like go somewhere.
Would you take a cooking class?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I see.
That means yes.
I see. I've been wanting to take a cooking class lately, but I'm supposed to be doing that with Tony, but he has to like be available, and apparently he's not available most of the time, which is understandable. You know, he's got job, he's got work, stuff like that. So I just have, you know, school, and you know, that's the extent to what I have to prepare myself for. So I'm like, yeah, I guess just you know, whenever that happens, like make sure to hit me up. It's like, yeah, no, of course. Like I don't want to do this without you. It's like, oh, you're sweet.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Cooking is a really good skill to have, Edgar.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about it.
I can cook some stuff, but I can't cook a whole lot.
What can you cook?
Tortillas. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. You are a Latino man.
Yes. I don't know, basic stuff, pasta for the most part. Yeah, like pastas, eggs, something simple. You know, chicken meats, like carne asada, stuff like that.
I see.
I can do some pretty basic stuff, but I can't do anything super fancy.
Yeah, neither can I. The most I can do is like... Actually, what can I do? I can make pancakes. I can make... I can actually make a lot of breakfast food.
It's the best food.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Out of breakfast food, it's like I can make quesadillas, so that's not hard to make. I can make tacos, which is a little bit more complicated, but you know, I love my mom's tacos, and I learned how to do them, so I can make them my own.
Yeah.
I got that. Other than that, I don't really know that much. All right, go. What's her name?
Anna.
Anna. The one little sister. I forgot her name.
I thought they couldn't be hurt.
They can't, but if they get touched, it takes them a lot longer to actually gather all the items. Hey, you. How about now? Like that guy over there. He's dead now.
Yeah.
Just move slightly to the left and right.
Yeah, that's all you have to do with those.
Yeah, get him, Kevin. That's right, Kevin.
Yeah. Missing. Nice. Let's... Hehe. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yep.
I see Josh, so... same... So nothing too different.
Nothing too different. My life is on the schedule. Oh, well, no, actually. Recently, I was in a mood where I felt like I was in a rut. Oh, hey, guy. I felt like I was in a rut, so I actually started writing. Yeah. And so I have like a little story that I've been writing, and it's still going. You know,
Interesting.
I've been writing little by little each day when I was like I'm going to class or something like that. So you know that's been nice. It's been something new that I haven't done in a while. New that I haven't done in a while. I think that's a contradicting statement.
It's kind of is a contradictory statement.
Yeah. Anyways, that's something that I've been doing again, which is nice. I like writing. It's one of the few things that I actually enjoy doing on my own.
I see. So you've just been writing some stuff?
Yep. I've told you how I used to write for people, right?
I don't think you did.
No?
I don't think so.
I share a lot of things with you, Edgar. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything.
I know, right? We tell each other a lot. Some stuff gets lost in the woodwork.
That's true story. No, but yeah, I used to write scripts for people, and I did that to get a little bit of cash, which is nice, like to write and get money out of it. Mm-hmm. And I used to do that for a friend of mine who went into like directing and stuff like that. He's like, I need a story. I was like, all right. He's like, can you write one? It's like, yes, I guess. It's like, why are you so hesitant about it? Like, well, I used to write for fun, and I told you this, so that's the only reason why you're asking me this.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's, like, worthy to be, like, a movie and stuff like that. It's like, no, have a little more confidence in yourself, man. It's like, alright, man, I'll do it. It's just, don't be surprised if it's not that great. And so, I wrote a story. I forgot what the story was about. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
And, he read it, and it's like, it's actually really good. It's like, you're just saying that because I'm your friend, and I already had some doubts about it. It's like, no, man, it's actually really good. It's like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I want to take the compliment, but no.
I get that.
Yeah. So, he ended up making a short film for his class based on that. And apparently he got an A on it. So I was like, yeah, thank you for that. It's like, I mean, if you got an A, you got an A. I'm not going to knock that.
Yeah.
So, good for you.
Right.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, I've been writing again recently, which is nice. My story's about I have this thing where I like to have specific, like, not feeling. What's the word I'm looking for? Look at that man drag that woman.
Yeah.
I like to have, like, a certain, like, quirk that a story has. So, in this story, my quirk, which is not really a quirk, it's just a little detail, is that the main characters, there's two main characters, and then a bunch of side characters and stuff like that, but the main characters do not have names.
Oh.
Yes. Throughout the whole story, the main characters will be referred to as the man and the friend. And that's always going to be the name. And so, throughout the whole story, when I finally... Because I write it as I go, so I didn't really think about that until, like, a little bit later. And so, when I finally thought of, like, oh yeah, that's their name, like, that's just what they're going to be referred to at all times. It's like, I should probably capitalize man and friend whenever they're being said to indicate that is a name.
For them, yeah.
Yeah, so... Like, I'm, like, rereading what I'm writing down. It's like, alright, you need to change that to capital. Alright, cool. Everything's back to normal. Everyone knows that their name is the man and friend. At least I hope so. And so, yeah, it's been my life right now. It's nice.
Yeah, sounds nice. Sounds good.
Yep, here I am. Yeah, I'm again on my own.
So you see, Joshua, if I go into animation, you can use your writing skills for scripts of movies and stuff.
Again, I don't think they're that great. But I don't know if that's just me not being confident or something. I don't know. I don't know.
It probably is.
I don't want to be the cause of something being shitty. For someone else. For myself, yeah, fuck it, whatever. I messed up. That's on me. If I do it and it hurts someone else, like, I did that.
We can always blame it on the acting.
This is true.
Sorry, future team.
Oh, crud. Alright, I gotta do this. Don't hit me. Got it.
I see. Yeah, that's what I do. Like, it's not my fault. That was flawless. It was the actors, okay?
Everything was perfect. Did you not read the story about the two Cheerios?
Yeah. It's not my fault they can't act.
No, I would never do that.
No, I know. That's mean. It's like, what?
Yeah, no. I will call someone out if they're doing something out of ordinary that I don't want them to do. I've done that before. I do that all the time. I do it with you. I don't care who you are. If something's bad, it's bad.
Yeah. Which is why I know I can, like, trust your judgment on this stuff.
It's true. And I also give you that sass that everyone deserves at some point in their life. Hey, you. I need to kill you.
That was fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Burn. Drill. Dead now.
But we'll see. I do want to get into I'm going to get into a little bit of animation, so Joshua. If I ever animate a short thing, I can use your stories and your acting and your singing.
I'll do everything.
You'll be the star.
Yes.
You'll do all the voices and sound effects and everything.
Yeah. See, I would say that yeah, that's great, but I've told you this, haven't I? Like, I don't see myself as the main character in, like, any story.
You probably mentioned that before.
Like, okay, so, I don't know if I explained it to you there. So, like, honestly speaking, I know how I am, and I know the role I play in a lot of people's life. And to that, I am fully okay with it. Like, I love the things that I do. Like, I do things because I love them, and I love the people that do the things to. Not in any sexual way. You know, even though they came out that way. And that being said, I am a side character. I am not there to take away from the story. I'm not the one who the story is being told about. I am just someone who helps add more character to the main character of another story. And that's how I see myself. Like, I don't see that as a bad thing, even though a lot of people would see it as like, oh, you don't have any confidence. Like, no. I know who I am, and I'm okay with that. I love the idea that I'm the one who's progressing someone's story along. I love that I'm the one who helps build a character up and makes them to a better person. Stuff like that. That's how I see it, and that's wonderful. Like, I like that about myself. And so, you know, you saying like, oh yeah, you can star and then be like the main character and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I don't really want to, but I will do it if you want me to.
I want you to. No, yeah, but see, like, your helpful and supportive nature is also why, like I said, I can come to you and, like, you know, tell you, like, with my going into animation, I'm like, with, like, when I was talking about going into animation, I'm like, yeah, I could bring this up to you and talk to you about it and see, you know, maybe you can help me decide, maybe I should go into it, maybe it's not a good idea, or something, you know.
Yeah. God. Just die already.
Right? It's not dying, Joshua.
It's not. I don't have enough,
ammo, health?
Yeah, ammo. That's the one I was looking for.
Both.
I have enough health, surprisingly.
Just shooting stuff back at it if it goes.
Ow.
Or a body. Just killed it with a body.
I really wanted to, but...
I had wrinkle. I was like,
stop hurting me. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to you, little sister, in like a couple minutes.
You gotta clear everything else first.
First of all, I need to get the little sister that's on me right now.
Oh, you do have one with you, huh?
Yeah. Did you forget about her?
For a second, yes.
Did you forget about Anna?
Yeah, I forgot about Anna for a second.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Anyways.
Yeah. No, yeah, but see, Joshua, that's fine. Like, when I come into
throw a body.
telling you, that should have really hurt it, though. That was a big daddy, wasn't it?
Maybe. Yes. And there goes the little sister.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can talk to you about this. You can, you know, tell me if, you know, maybe I should pursue it or not pursue it. But of course, since it's something that is art-based, maybe I should, like, whatchamacallit, maybe, you know, maybe I should show you, I guess, some of the, if I have any skill to begin with.
Okay, so, I don't like that comment that you just said, okay. Like, honestly speaking, that irritated me a little bit.
Okay.
Like, no. Fuck talent, alright?
Okay.
Like that. If you learn something and you're committed to it, you'll get better at it.
I see.
Alright? If it doesn't look good right now, it can look good in the future, depending on how much effort you put into it. Don't say that you have no talent, that you shouldn't pursue it because of that reason. If it's something that you want to pursue, you pursue it. If you don't, or not necessarily good at it, you work on it. That's all on you. If you don't want to do it, then that's fine. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You should push yourself to do stuff that's out of your comfort zone, and that's how you grow as a person. But don't ever say like, oh, I shouldn't do this because I have no potential or no skill in it. Like, that's a terrible thing to say to yourself. Like, always push yourself to be a better person, but don't do something that you don't like doing.
That's it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, but you really irritated me with that comment.
Sorry, yeah.
I have enough people in my life who already doubt themselves for little reasons because of that. I'm not going to let you become one of those people.
Thanks.
God, now I gotta go through this whole battle phase right now. Oh, God. Yeah, you're gonna try to kill me, I get it. Everyone's trying to kill me.
Right?
What else is new in life?
Someone not trying to kill you.
I mean, it does happen at some point, I guess.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. But, That's why I want to borrow your stuff. I want to start practicing again. And like I said, I'll show you what I'm working on. Little by little. And then go into it.
Okay, I'll get to you in a moment, sir.
Right.
Sir?
No,
Sir!
he wants you to kill him.
Sir! Alright, cool.
There.
I got
He got you.
Yep.
As you were finished.
Bye, Anna.
She becomes a big sister and kills him.
No, if only. Okay, come on. Let's go. We got places to be. Alright, so I want this on me. I want to change it to that.
Machine gun.
To that. Alright, cool. Anyways, continue.
Nothing really much left. I think one of the reasons, like, I think I told you this, probably not on, like, our show, but I guess one of the reasons I never really decided and wanted to pick something super scientific, like, sciencey, I guess, if I want to make it sound a little more jokey, was, you know, because, I guess, growing up, I heard a lot of, like, you know, don't do art, don't go into art, go into, like, this, be a doctor, do that, you know, it's something that is going to get you actually a job and isn't just a hobby or whatever. So then I was like, yeah, I guess, which is, I never really, well, I was interested and did draw a lot more back then and then stopped, was because of that. Especially from, like, some of my family members who were, like, you know, they seemed disappointed, I guess.
Yeah, that is a tricky thing. Like, finish your thought, and then I'll go into my thing.
No, you can go into your thing, I guess.
So,
I don't really much.
okay, so the thing about that is, like, I understand that. Like, the whole idea of, like, saying, like, oh yeah, go into something that can actually get you money and stuff like that. First of all, two things. One is going into stuff that's artsy and stuff like that, or, like, programming, film directing, film, music and stuff like that. That can get you money. That is a fact. It can get you money, but it's not the simplest thing in the world to do.
No.
Not by any sense of the world. There's a bunch of people who have similar dreams like you. That being said, there's a bunch of people who want to be veterinarians, psychiatrists, psychologists, all this other stuff. There's a whole bunch of people who are also competing for the same thing that you like. So to say that it won't get you a stable job is, you know, understandable. But that's the case for anything. And if you really think about it. And so, you know, film and music and animation arts and all that is one of the more sought out things for people to do. Which is why, you know, you hear parents say, like, don't go into that stuff, you won't get money and stuff like that, because there's a lot more people competing for that kind of stuff. Because I have no statistical knowledge off of that, but I believe that arts are one of the things that people are more likely to do and want to pursue, because it's something that is enjoyable. And that's the whole point behind it, is to be enjoyed by others. And because of that, there is less likely that you'll get a job in said category.
Yeah.
But, and that's like going off of a parent's perspective. Like, I want my son to, you know, be well off, you know, that they come from their life's experiences to teach you what to do. And that's understandable, but at the same time, you don't discourage the behavior.
Yeah, or you can also do the thing that I guess eventually, because like I stopped caring, I guess, a lot of what they thought when one of my siblings, who will not be named, literally told me this when I was in high school. They told me, one of my siblings told me that I forgot how we got onto it, but told me they're like, we gave up hope on you. We don't care what you do anymore.
Oh no. No, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
That irritates me. That really does bother me, Edgar. My mind is, like, trying really hard. It's not okay.
No, I meant, like, it's okay. Good. Say what's on your mind.
No, because that's... First of all, this happened when you were a teenager, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. And it's your sibling. So your sibling, you know, held some sort of power in the way you think. That goes to say with most siblings out there.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the relationship you have with them. Some are more effective than others. For a parent to say that is heart-wrenching. For a sibling to say that can be even more gruesome to a person's development.
Yeah.
Because they're siblings. They're people who are more on your level and stuff like that. And to say that they don't believe in you or say something as mean as that can be like that point in your mind where you're like, maybe everyone's right. And you start doubting yourself even more, and then that doubt becomes self-hate because you feel like you can never amount to something. And stuff like that. Like, this happens all the time with people, and I have stories about this. It's
okay. Share stories.
It's so irritating.
I know it is, Joshua.
It's so irritating, Edgar.
Yeah.
There's no reason to discourage these kinds of behavior. They're not bad. Like, to have hopes and dreams, it's okay. Everyone has hopes and dreams. And I'm not going to say, like, oh, you're going to achieve your hopes and dreams. You may not, all right? Yeah. This is life. You may not achieve... That's life, yeah. You may not achieve your goals, but you never stop before you even try. Like, try to see if you can achieve your goals. And if it doesn't seem like it's going somewhere, and, you know, that's the point in your life where you have to make that decision whether or not you want to keep pursuing it and, you know, say, like, no, I'm going to make this work, or say, like, okay, this probably won't work. Let me see what else I can possibly do that I might enjoy doing and stuff like that. It irritates me. Sometimes I wish we had the face cam on, so people can see my frustration. Hey, Q.
Yes. Right now they can probably feel it, but seeing and feeling it.
It's so irritating, Edgar.
I know.
You don't discourage behaviors like that. They're not bad. Like, if you're a little kid and you're like messing around with people like in a very bad way, then obviously discourage that. You don't want to encourage that kind of behavior because in society that is not seen as a good thing. But stuff like that is just... There's this... Let me tell you a story. Since we're on this topic and I need to speak my mind now.
Yes.
Anyway, I've only got 3 minutes though. So,
We'll discuss in full length in a podcast probably.
Maybe, yeah, I feel more comfortable with that. No, I need to say a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's why. A little bit is fine. That's why I said full in depth.
So basically, there is this guy that one of my friends has, who he has a little brother, and this little brother is very introverted. According to the stories that I've heard from my friend, he's very introverted, and because of that, he doesn't have many friends, which is, sucks. But, So one of the things that this guy's little brother does is he wants to like talk to his big brother. It's like, hey, do you want to do something? Do you want to like play or something like that? And the brother like immediately says like, no, like get out of here. I don't want to hang out with you right now. Hanging out with friends or something like that. And his brother just takes it like really painfully because he's introverted. He doesn't have many friends or any friends for that matter, and because of that he feels very isolated. And now for his brother to isolate him too just adds more pressure onto that, and just like lowers his self-esteem, lowers his it just is messing him up, and his brother doesn't seem to realize that what he's doing to his own brother. And he's gone to therapy for this. Like, he talks to his therapist about how he feels alone, and how even his sibling doesn't want to talk to him, stuff like that. And that's, to hear that and the brother still not do anything about it, like, it irritates me. Like, it's like, why? You know what's happening and you're doing nothing about it? Like, nothing about it. Like, that's... It's frustrating. Yeah. Because going to help... Like, asking for help and not getting it is far worse than, just... People are so irritated sometimes.
Yes, they are. People are.
It's far worse to ask for help and not get it.
Yeah.
Alright? That's people who want to be helped and stuff like that. And then there's a group of people who don't ask for help, who, don't want to accept the fact that they may need help from others, because that makes them feel weak. That irritates me too. But not helping someone who's asking for help it just irritates me so much. Like I'm not even saying anything that's like profound or anything. I'm just saying stuff that bothers me now.
Yeah.
It's just so bad, Edgar.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's the whole thing with like psychology too, because people go to psychologists and they may figure out that they have some mental disorder about themselves. Some people have, schizophrenia, which is like the worst of all the mental illnesses that you can possibly have. And so there's this whole documentary, very fascinating documentary, about a little girl who has schizophrenia, but she goes to the doctor and eventually her insurance cannot pay for her medication, which makes sense because schizophrenia is one of those diseases that we don't really have like a cure for it. Yeah. So everything is experimental, like all the medication and stuff like that. And so obviously experimental medication is very expensive. Mm-hmm. So it gets to the point where the insurance can no longer pay for her medicine, and that hurts my heart. Like it hurts it so bad because like she wants help, like she understands that she's not in a good state of mind, and not by her fault. It's just something in her biological like genes, like chemicals in her minds are telling her to like freak out or something like that. She hears voices and stuff like that, and she understands that, and she wants to get help, but she can't get it. And it just breaks my heart because like she is the bravest girl because she understands that she needs help, but she can't get it, and that just sucks. Like I'm not afraid to say this. I cried when I watched that documentary. I was like, that's so sad. Like I have a bunch of friends who don't want to admit that they need help. I pester them until they ask for my help. Maybe that's not the best thing to do, but I need them to start talking. I need them to start expressing themselves in order to communicate. Because once it's set out in the open instead of their mind, it becomes easier to understand. It becomes easier to deal with. You can hear how something sounds, and then you can understand a better way of how to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of friends who don't want to talk, and that's fine. Slowly they'll feel comfortable to talk to other people. But people who already are willing to talk and just can't, it's just taking my frustration out on these guys. They're one-shotting. From behind.
Oh god.
And I ran out of shotgun shells. Great. Yeah, I guess. I'm just mad right now, okay? I'm mad at the world. Oh yeah, this is a great tonic actually. On SideNote. Alright, yes, just stop. Alright, stop it. Stop. You too! Where are all these guys coming from, Edgar?
I don't know. Joe?
It's the only way. Stop it! Alright, let me just get your hearts real quickly.
Go old school.
There you go. Alright, cool. I got it. SideNote. Got $666. Bottom left corner right there. Anyways, let's end this before I get more worked up.
Yeah.
Alright. Any last comments, Edgar?
People can be terrible.
Yes, they can. Okay. Here's my SideNote.
Yes.
For everyone out there who wants to pursue something, no matter how small you think it might be to someone else, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think. Alright? If you want to do something, you go out and do it. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, there should be nothing wrong with it. I say should because there may be something that I'm not thinking about in the moment.
Yeah.
Don't let any other person stop what you want to do in life, alright? Like, if you want to become an animator, you want to be a musician, you go do it. Alright? You do you. And, there's so much more fun in doing things that you want to do than doing things that you think you should be doing. Alright? I wanted to be a lawyer because I thought that would make my parents proud of me. I don't want to do that. That if I were to be a lawyer, that would be the most irritating job in the world to me. I could not pull myself to do that. And so I later learned out that I wanted to become a psychologist because I wanted to be someone's therapist. I like listening to other people. I like interpreting what someone thinks about a situation and then trying to help them figure out a healthy way to go about it, to better deal with their emotions, stuff like that. That gives me joy. And because of that, I'm pursuing psychology. So it's a tough field to go into because a lot of people don't believe that psychology is a real medical thing to do. A lot of people don't want to go to psychology because they're like, oh, they're just going to prescribe you pills and stuff like that. No. I'm doing it because I believe that people need help mentally with stuff that they just can't figure out a way to deal with. And that's what I enjoy doing. And that's what I'm going to pursue. So for everyone else, in whatever field they want to do, you follow that dream. You pursue it to your heart's content. And if it turns out it's not something you want to do, it's okay. You can always try something else. You can always pursue something else. There's no time limit to what you can do in life. The only time limit is death. And hopefully that won't be for a long time for a lot of people. So yeah, that's my final. Yeah. Alright. Later, guys.
Right, see ya.